Welcome to the new episode of Oriflame India, where we talk about all things direct selling in India, its growth, its challenges, its regulatory transformation over the period of time. Today, we are diving into insightful conversation with none other than Vivek Katoch, IDSA chairperson, and we will talk about all things policy update, women empowerment, and how direct selling act as a catalyst in empowering women and people as whole. If you're a brand or an entrepreneur, or maybe just a curious soul who wants to understand anything and everything about direct selling, this episode is for you. Hi Vivek, how are you?
Very well, Abhishek, and thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here and sharing some information regarding IDSA.
So, what is IDSA actually?
So IDSA means Indian Direct Selling Association. 30 साल पुराना एसोसिएशन है ये. जब direct selling companies they came to India, working with the government, they decided to form an association. IDSA was founded in 1996, and Oriflame was one of the founding member of IDSA. The objective or the purpose of the Indian Direct Selling Association is to work closely with the government when it comes to framing of rules, regulation, and this is not only to protect the direct selling entities, but the direct sellers and the consumers too.
So, Vivek, as you said, IDSA is a regulatory authority. So, if you may give some light that, we have n number of companies in India who are direct selling. So, which is ethical, which is non-ethical, or how should, if somebody wants to be part of direct selling, how they should be part of direct selling and why?
Very, very interesting question, Abhishek. So when it comes to ethical direct selling, I think one of the main agenda of the IDSA is to promote the ethical direct selling in India. And just for your information, या आपके viewers के information के लिए भी है कि IDSA के अपने खुद के code हैं. And you'll be surprised to know that as per government record, there are 400 companies who's currently working in direct selling domain, but only 17 or 18 are the members of the IDSA. And
Only 17.
only 17 other companies we are the members of the IDSA, and they contribute approximately 70% of the turnover of the industry. That shows कि हमारे जो codes हैं वो कितने stringent हैं. And not only the IDSA codes, the government of India, they have framed the guidelines in 2016. As a result, they have prepared a draft, जो कि उन्होंने सारी states के साथ share किया. और interesting ये है why states, because जो subject है internal trade, as per the Constitution of India, that vests with the state. So states को था उनको rules बनाने थे, but since there is no mechanism to make it, and with the help of IDSA and National Law School of Bangalore, the Federal Authority, Consumer Affairs Department, they have framed the rules. And those rules was kind of, regulations was kind of a torchbearer for the industry. As a result, in 2021, December, the government of India has come up with direct selling rules, which provide legitimacy to this industry. I think that's a very big, I can say, achievement, especially in India. And since then, IDSA is continuously working with the state government, to frame monitoring mechanism and just to ensure that most of company they do the ethical direct selling. The consumer interest remained protected. So does for the companies who are doing the investment in India.
सुपर सुपर सो विवेक हम बहुत स्टार्टअप की बात बोलते हैं और बोलना भी चाहिए बिकॉज इंडिया इज द थर्ड लार्जेस्ट यूनिकॉर्न प्रोड्यूसर इन द वर्ल्ड इन टर्म ऑफ स्टार्टअप्स बट विद स्टार्टअप दे से दैट ऑलमोस्ट 94 to 95% of startup do not take the scale. But direct selling में at least with Oriflame we say that we create micro entrepreneurs.
Correct.
Which we do.
Correct.
एंड जिसमें ब्रांड मैनेजमेंट हो, मार्केटिंग हो, सप्लाई चेन, ऑपरेशन, इतना कुछ होता है एक स्टार्टअप में जो पूरा का पूरा ओरिफ्लेम एज अ ब्रांड मैनेज कर लेती है. एंड देन यू हैव टू फोकस ऑन योर प्रॉफिट. तो दिस इज हाउ डायरेक्ट सेलिंग एज अ इंडस्ट्री वर्क्स. So if you can, enlighten us ki why it is a great platform, why direct selling as an industry is great in term of, to become an entrepreneur.
Yeah, very interesting question, Abhishek. And if you see the history of direct selling, it's one company who started direct selling operations, and you can see that a lot of people who are associated with that company, eventually they opened their own company, and they are very successful. A lot of senior distributor, eventually they created their own company. They tried their luck, and the advantage they have, the kind of transparency when you work with a direct selling entity, how their operations work, how their marketing work, because they work as a team. And we have seen the example like first generation entrepreneurs, they open their company, which is now approximately 1,000 crores. So indeed, it's a great platform, but indeed, you have to work hard, have to interact with the people.
So, Vivek, एक और insight है, which is like very much with Oriflame, we know that 80%, in fact, a little more than 80% of our brand partner are women.
Correct.
And that actually, give us this X factor, which we there that, we are catalyst of women empowerment in many way. The kind of good quality product, European safety standard product we produce. With that, we enable women in India and across the globe. Millions of people are associated with us. So, what is your take as direct selling as an industry for women, and why do you think it is a good career opportunity?
जो हिंदुस्तान में अभी IDSA ने सर्वे रिलीज किया था, एंड Shri Chirag Paswan ji was there to unveil this survey. Very interesting numbers, like 40% of the direct seller out of 8.6 million, 86 lakh लोगों में से 40% are women. And this industry during the initial days, अगर आप देखें तो ये women dominated होती थी. And during COVID also, हर रोज 200 महिलाएं इस इंडस्ट्री में ज्वाइन किया. Women are the part of this industry, but the numbers has been declined. After COVID, जब job loss हुआ लोगों का, and some of the male, they started taking this industry as a serious industry and a full-time employment basis. And very serious professional from reputed global company, they left their jobs. And we have a great examples in Oriflame too. People from IT or any finance, they left their job and they have joined this industry because it not only provide you the financial independence, but give you the liberty to travel the world.
Which category is working the most in India?
Yeah. So before that, I'll tell you, the age category in this industry. Like, अगर आप देखें 18 से 25 साल contribute approximately 20%. So, and 50% people are the age of 35. So you can see the strength of this industry and why the youngster Gen Z are, opting for it. Coming to the categories, unlike global is cosmetics, beauty category is leading. However, in India, it's wellness, which is having a maximum share. And we have seen after COVID, there's a change in behavior. I think everyone is now, going for a wellness diet, regular exercise, how, taking body supplement to increase the immunity. And there are a lot of, companies who's having the Indian specific products using ashwagandha. And that's also promoting a kind of make in India.
Vivek, unlike retail, so retail में हम कहते हैं कि एक brand identity हो गया, एक set style of language होता है. लेकिन from our own personal experience also, जैसे Oriflame is one single identity, they speak in single language. We have our fantastic brand campaign globally as well. But we are very proud that it's a people's business. People talk differently. Different people talk differently. It has its own, I would say, faida, but as well as there are certain challenges because millions of people may be saying different kind of thing of the same thing. अगर ओरीफ्लेम के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं पर अगर 10 लाख लोग एक साथ बात करेंगे ग्लोबली तो शायद अलग अलग तरीके से बात करेंगे. Where do you think that in this people's business called direct selling, the challenges that you may see, you have experienced, and if you can enlighten us with that?
Okay, so when we say direct selling and the challenges, I think there are quite a lot challenges. Before I'll come to people, I think let me talk about the companies. However, when it comes to companies, enticement, that is the biggest challenge. We are not looking for a blue ocean. What we are seeing nowadays, the companies are, enticing the direct sellers And to me, that's biggest concern and is highly unethical because direct selling is, as you said, people business, and we have 1.4 billion people in India. We should expand rather than enticing people from different companies. And for your short-term benefit, I will say, because those companies don't last longer who entice people because they do not have any strategy, the product, or the compensation plan. So if you are very confident about your product, your compensation plan, you don't have to entice the people. People will automatically, they come and they join your company. Coming to people, direct seller, I think they are your face when they go to a consumer. So it's up to the companies to educate them. They should not be giving these exaggerated claims regarding the not only the compensation plan but products को लेके भी जो products की actual value है. मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि you should trust your company. अगर हम लोग Oriflame की बात करते हैं, so Oriflame के अपने products हैं cosmetics which are very strong. जो हम लोग clinical trial करते हैं उसके basis पे जो claims होते हैं, those are very strong claims. And let's not exaggerate the claim. Same with the compensation plan. और जब भी हम देखते हैं like some people shows aeroplane, some people shows luxury car, ऐसे नहीं आते हैं अभिषेक. And honestly I don't know like anyone who bought jet और प्लेन. सो इस तरह के क्लेम या इस तरह की बातें करना मेरे हिसाब से इट्स नॉट एथिकल. मुझे नहीं मालूम है आज तक कोई डायरेक्ट सेलर हैज अचीव्ड. सो मेरा यही है, नॉट ओनली टू कंपनीज बट टू द डायरेक्ट सेलर, जो भी आपके कंपनीज के क्लेम्स हैं, जो आपकी कंपनी की स्ट्रैटेजी है और जो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया का मोटो है, लेट्स फॉलो दैट, लेट्स स्टिक टू दैट. दिस इंडस्ट्री इज द पीपल इंडस्ट्री एंड आई कैन से लाइक 86 लाख लोग कम नहीं होते हैं जो इसके साथ जुड़े हुए हैं.
थैंक यू सो वेरी मच विवेक, ये पर्टिकुलर चीज हमारे सामने लाने के लिए. हमारे ग्लोबल सीईओ ने भी ये बोला था कि आवर प्राउड स्टोरीज आर द स्मॉलर एंड मीडियम स्टोरीज वेयर वी बिल्ड हाउसेस, वेयर वी मैनेज monthly expenses and comfortably and flexibly, and those are the bigger stories. Of course there are big car story, but it's about the stories of sustainability, sustainable
Absolutely.
living. When you spoke about products, definitely we have patented technologies.
Yes.
That says the hard work of our scientist R&D team globally, and of course our brand partners. So Vivek, IDSA का next 5 to 10 year का vision क्या है for India?
बिफोर आई आंसर दैट क्वेश्चन, मैं आपको नंबर शेयर करना चाहूँगा जो अभी वर्ल्ड फेडरेशन का उनका जो एनुअल सर्वे रिलीज हुआ था. इंडिया की रैंकिंग 11th आई. And in India, I can see with the kind of population we have a huge potential to grow. And we are seeing that most probably will be with the current economy and the kind of, vision or the tools which is deployed by the various company, we may rank 7th or 8th in coming time. Coming back to IDSA का विजन क्या है, जैसे मैंने आपको इनिशियली बताया था, IDSA का ऑब्जेक्टिव जो है is to work with the government to ensure the regulatory framework to protect the direct selling entities' interest and the consumers' interest. So IDSA will continue to work with the state government क्योंकि जैसे अब डायरेक्ट सेलिंग रूल्स आ गए हैं 2021 में, उसमें monitoring mechanism का एक provision है. Every state has to have the monitoring mechanism to supervise the act of direct selling entities and direct seller. So IDSA will be now closely working with all the state governments and to have or to ensure कि हमारे monitoring mechanism सारी states adopt करें. Happy to share last month केरला में इसको adopt किया and Chief Minister was there to unveil. And 50,000 people were there. It's so you can see the kind of trust people are having in this industry. Not only industry, the state government also, and CM himself was there to unveil. So we are expecting the similar movement in other state, and most of the states has taken IDSA as the subject matter expert. सो उसमें एक प्रोविजन है डायरेक्ट सेलिंग रेगुलेशन में कि उनको एक सब्जेक्ट मैटर एक्सपर्ट अपॉइंट करना है. एंड आई एम सो प्राउड एंड हैप्पी टू से बीइंग अ चेयरमैन दैट इन मोस्ट ऑफ द स्टेट्स और wherever they have this monitoring mechanism, IDSA has been appointed as a subject matter expert.
Super. That's really a great thing. What is India's direct selling industry growth in maybe last 2 years, 1 year, whatever?
So, if I talk about the CAGR of last, say, 4 or 5 years, it is 4%. Last year, we have grown by 4%. अभी जो IDSA, सॉरी, दी इंडियन डायरेक्ट सेलिंग इंडस्ट्री है, वो 22,000 करोड़ की है इंडिया में। 86 लाख लोग इसके साथ जुड़े हुए हैं। 40% के आसपास इसमें महिलाएं हैं, और 50% जो शेयर है इसमें 35 साल के उम्र के लोग हैं इसके अंदर।
Thank you so very much, Vivek. Thank you for this insight and detail. It truly, I think, will help our viewer understand what direct selling is and how it works and what is the growth opportunity here.